Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of my new World Arena series where we're trying to get to Emperor and hopefully ending Emperor in World Arena, where I'm just going to be playing through kind of casually and not something too seriously. Might pick some off-minute picks here and there, but let's just jump into it and get into the first battle. Well, here's the first battle here. This guy's rocking Ocean Breeze Luca as the profile card, like me. And yeah, right, we are still in placement, so I can only ban one unit. I'm just going to ban Lua. He does ban Lua as well. Pretty toxic unit. You're probably going to see me banning Lua 95% of the time, even though I have her built because I hate playing against her and I don't really like playing with her that much. I don't have my best speed gear on her. So yeah, first pick here, pretty simple. If you do have Navy Captain Landy, you know, it's always a good time to pick her if you have her available. She doesn't really get countered too hard by too many units. Sure, she has like some counters like Lionheart Sirmia, Melona as well, but she can win against those units pretty easily. So there is the Lethe pick, which is going to be pretty much a counter to my Navy Captain Landy here, but shouldn't be too bad because I can just pick some early injury and we should be able to deal with it quite easily. So I think here we do have AOL open. I think I might want to pick AOL here, slow down the draft. So I will pick AOL, and then most likely a Knight, and then we'll follow it up with double injury on 4 and 5 here. And he has to choose to ban one of them, so we'll pick 2 strong injury units, given that he doesn't pick something that hard counters them. So I'm most likely thinking, especially with the double ice here, like a Alencia would be very, very powerful. And he does pick Briar Witch, which is kind of annoying, but I do have AOL to cleanse it off. Looks like he's actually still thinking. I'm not too sure what he'll pick. Okay, Meteor Cowrick, pretty standard, because I do have AOL. So I'm going to pick Alencia here. Very good pick. And most likely I'll just go ML Shu, who is extremely powerful into units that scale with health. She's one of the best injury units in the game because not only does she have injury, if you guys saw my last video in this series, she does detonate pretty hard and can one-shot even squishy units, so pretty powerful there. And let's see what he actually picks. So if he picks a speed contester, most likely we'll ban it. Arya, am I scared of Arya? Okay, so he does pick Lionheart Sirmia. I think I have to ban it because I do have Navy Captain Landy and Alencia, who will activate her. And most likely he'll ban one of these 2 units. I think he'll ban my Alencia most likely. Alencia is very, very powerful into his team. He might ban my AOL as well if he's expecting me to ban his Meteor Cowrick. He does do that, which is quite interesting. I don't know if that's a good choice. Maybe it'll work for him depending on the speed tuning. But I do take the first turn with my ML Shu, which is very surprising. This is a very slow ML Elias. We will go into the Lethe for the first hit, just to stack the injury right away. You can see that that's a good chunk of injury right there. This Conch Elias is very slow and very squishy. Kind of confused. I think me taking the first turn with ML Shu just kind of sealed the deal. My ML Shu is at 260 speed, so not slow by any means. But it really looks like she's like missing a piece of gear here, no? Which is kind of unfortunate. Lethe's at 18k HP. She's not gonna really kill anyone with her S3 anymore. Even if she lands Frostbite, not gonna really kill with the Kraken. Let's actually see what he does here. I'm just gonna rip the S3 on my Alencia, I think. So this is where it becomes a little bit tough. Do I just S3? I think I don't care about attack buff or stripping it even, because he doesn't really have any pure damage dealers, right? He just has like tanky bigger units that don't really scale with attack. So I will do that, and because my Landy does not apply injury here, I'm just gonna go into Karina, because I don't want to proc Karina's S2, and I don't think this will activate it, right? Yeah, not even close. Lithei's health looks low enough that it might proc it, but keep in mind that the injury doesn't account into your max HP. Oh, and she rips the S3 without defense buff into my Landy. Even if this defense breaks, she will not die. So that is the play there, and I think I will just go start whittling down the... Ooh, that's very unlucky for him. It doesn't really matter at this point though. So I do believe my ML Shu will just solo here. Here's the S1, get another counter. And do I cut with this? I do, and then... it's pretty much GG, right? Because I'll land the S3. Even if this doesn't kill, because I have attack down, this should do it. Oh, I misclicked there. Anyways, giving him false hope. I meant to S3, but I misclicked. But it doesn't really matter, because... yeah. I will just kill his Lithei here. And he does S3. The speed tuning is pretty weird for him, so I can actually stun with my Airwell and prevent someone from taking a turn. But I'm just gonna go into Lithei. She's the only real threat. This probably won't kill because I've attacked down, but I have Airwell to kill right after. Oh, and actually she does lap with the speed buff, which is kind of annoying, but there's no way this should kill. Honestly, if I counter here, she's just dead, right? Nope, no counter. She does land the Frostbite, so my mitigation will get stopped. Maybe this will kill, because my ML Landy took a lot of chip. Oh yeah, that was like so close to not killing, but it does end up killing. I will stun the Karina. I want to get rid of those buffs. I mean, if I just S3 with my ML Landy, right, the game's over. But literally just misclicked, which is kind of unfortunate. Come on. Yeah, and there's no way he wins. I just win here, so pretty easy battle. Big MVP is definitely my ML Shu. I think she's been so good for me on this account so far, because a lot of HP scaling bruiser she actually takes care of pretty easily. And here we go with another battle here. So same thing, just gonna ban Lua. Honestly, for the placement matches, you're probably gonna see me doing the same drafts, but you can see why this draft can be so powerful, because there's just not really any good answers to it, which is kind of the state of RTA, especially if you look at the stats. Navy Captain Landy is just so annoying. She basically shapes the entire draft because of how you need to pick multiple units to deal with her. And this guy is picking in a way which is not that great in my opinion, so I'm gonna go with my Airwell and ML Lilius here. I might even go for LRK. I'll go Airwell because, yeah, I don't want to deal with the counterattack buff from Senya. I could probably strip that off. Now let's see what he picks 4-4-5. He might give me Recalric. He goes Alencia, so he's going very heavy. He has, I think, 2 HP scalers, right? In Apoc Ravi and Alencia here. And okay, so he does do a Violet pick, which is very interesting. I think I'm just gonna go Edward Elric. Mine's on injury, so he'll deal with all these units very easily. If I did not have my Milim on Rift gear, I could pick her here, but she's on Rift gear, so she's very slow on Rage set. So maybe I'll pick Zahhak, just go a bit more aggressive. He has no speed contester, so I'm guaranteed the first turn. And Zahhak deals... okay, that's pretty annoying. Zahhak deals with Violet. I think I'll just ban Violet here, to be honest. I don't really care about A-Cart. I say that, but it could be very, very bad. If he bans my Edward Elric, I can cripple the... it's kind of annoying. I think I'll just ban Violet. He does ban my Zahhak, so this ended up working out. And yeah, looks pretty good. I might not strip Senya's counterattack. I think I'm just going to have my Edward Elric S1 into it, so I can actually keep proccing my, what's it called? My counterattack. Equivalent exchange is S2. S3 lands on everyone, and this is a very, very good time to decide who I want to S2, and I think I want to stop the Alencia from putting up defense buff and stripping. Because even if she has 3s, my Edward Elric should start popping off, right? And in the beginning of the game, if my Edward Elric puts enough injuries, we just win. And of course, I resist. My Edward Elric resists. Wow. This is why Landy's just so good, right? Just one counter off the bat, Senya's almost dead. He's praying that the stun sticks, it does. Very annoying. I think I'm gonna stun the Ravi here. She can't really kill anything, but you know, just to stop her from gaining that fighting spirit. Okay. Counter attack with my Elbrus, of course. Does she see proc salvo here? If she does, most likely, if she crits, Senya is dead. If she does not. But now I can just blitz down the Alencia. Did miss. Let's try again. Oh. Yeah, this is why ML Landy is just not. Yeah, I mean. Does this look balanced? Like, I don't know. Yeah, like this guy's emoting, like, have to emote back. Like, this is why they stayed in the game. And she counters again. And she salvos again. And now she takes the turn, and she has 3s, and the game is pretty much over. So, yeah, this is ML Landy, guys. If you have her, you definitely want to build her. She is just ridiculous. And this is why I don't care about A-Cart, right? Even though he dodges, he's pretty useless as a unit. And yeah, that's the battle. It's pretty simple, right? Just pick ML Landy and she does all of your damage and just wins the battle if you get lucky. But if you guys wanted to see my ML Landy before I actually end the video here are her stats. I did make a video on her build when she did release, but this is what I'm currently running. Yeah, I only have a plus 21 Elbrus. So I'm missing 3% on the counters, but when it does come in the powder rotation, I will buy it with powder and upgrade it to plus 30. My account is just really bad at getting Elbruses for night artifacts. Like, you're gonna see like where I have like 8 copies of Sphere of Sadism. This terrible artifacts, and my account just does not like Elbruses. It just likes terrible artifacts from random pulls. So you can see I'm waiting for that. And I do have her on counter set and on crit chance set. Some people like immunity. Some people like Pen for the S1. I find that crit chance is the best because, for me, it's hard to build her on this very high tankiness and damage stat guideline without the help of crit chance set. And yeah, these are the pieces she's on. She's not on like super crazy gear. Actually, the gear's pretty good for her because I have the stats like perfectly allocated for her. But average of 95 equipment score per piece, and you just basically want her to be. Speed doesn't really matter. You just want her to have at least 3k attack, at least like 240% crit damage, max crit chance, than everything else in the bulk. It's way better to have her tankier and do less damage than do more damage and be squishy because, yeah, her S2 doesn't give her 100% crit resistance, it's only 70. So if you do get crit, you'll end up dying if you're squishy. And you have to bank on the fact that she won't crit all the time. You have to kind of expect that she'll get crits. So similar to how Remnant Violet works, where you want it to be tanky because you can't evade all the time. Same thing with ML Landy. You can't dodge the crits all the time, so definitely want her to be on the more tanky side, more tankier than you think you need her to be, because there are going to be battles where her tankiness will carry you because her damage is already insane with her S2 stacking attack. So yeah, kind of a rant, but this unit is sober again. Like, I don't care how many counters are in the game right now, they don't really hard counter her if she counters enough with her counter set and Elbrus. And as you guys see, like, she can just win you games without any competition. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next video in this series.